Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Jawad Ahsan, Chief Financial Officer of Axon, to discuss the company's strategy around its ticker symbol change. Jawad, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me.
And explain to the audience why you're changing the ticker symbol now. What does this signify for Axon?
Yeah, so the company IPO'd in 2001, and at the time we were Taser International. We started trading under the TASR ticker. We've actually diversified quite a bit since then. We changed the name of the company in 2017 to Axon Enterprise to signify all the new product lines that we've gone into. Taser is still a very important brand for us, but it's one of our products, and we've obviously gone beyond that. AXON as a ticker wasn't available at the time. So we picked AAXN really as a hat tip to Apple. It's another integrated hardware and software company that we really admire. And since then, we've continued to see growth in our main product lines that we've been investing in: body-worn cameras, a whole suite of software, including records and dispatch. We've been investing in AI-enabled technologies such as redacting and transcribing videos. And we've been expanding into new markets such as the federal space, and also growing pretty nicely in new regions globally as well. And so in the midst of all this, the AXON ticker actually came available last year, and we had an opportunity to change. But we were so focused on execution on all of those areas, we just wanted to wait until we got into the new year, into 2021, to really signify a fresh start. And as it turns out, changing our ticker now is really symbolic of us entering the next phase of the company's growth as we continue to evolve and innovate.
Well, Jawad, let's talk about that. What is Axon's vision? What are you looking to solve?
So our mission as a company is to protect life. And the way we're going to do that is by obsoleting the bullet, building and helping enable a fairer and more effective justice system, and making communities safer. And all of those areas align with our main product line. So the Taser energy weapons, our vision one day is to make a Taser that's more reliable than a firearm. And so law enforcement is going to reach for that first before they reach for a firearm when they need to stop a threat. Our idea of building or bringing more transparency to the justice system and into communities, that's really something we're solving through body-worn cameras and digital evidence management. There's no better record than video of an incident. And we've seen that, as you know, you've seen more and more body-worn camera video and news reports, and law enforcement sharing that with communities. And that's really just building a better system and sort of mode of transparency. And then the software that we've been developing really helps give customers, our customers in law enforcement, the tools and the insights that they need for better outcomes. It helps with training. It helps with their own productivity. You see that with records and dispatch. For example, today, patrol officers typically spend about 2/3 of their time writing reports. And what we're aiming to do with our record software is to automate that so that the video pre-populates the report and helps get more officers on the streets and protecting communities.
I like the concept of starting 2021 fresh with the ticker symbol. How have the events of last year shaped Axon's growth story?
Last year, Jill, the civil unrest really highlighted the need for greater transparency in policing. And the thing is, the majority of our customers were already working towards this, which is why the use of body-worn cameras has been on the rise. And it's why our software has been so readily and widely adopted. And so in a lot of ways, it really felt like we were built for this moment. And what we wanted to do was double down on that. And what we have done is recommitted to engaging with the community in a more proactive way. We hired a VP of community relations, and she's built out a team that really is going to help make sure that we're not just engaging with our customers and law enforcement, but the communities that they serve.
And to wrap up here, what's next for Axon?
So we've got a lot of exciting growth ahead of us. As I mentioned, we're growing pretty quickly beyond law enforcement. So we're going into the federal, the enterprise and correction space. We're diversifying beyond just law enforcement. Fire and EMS is another really interesting area for us. The Taser and the body camera, the use case for that, you see also is very strong in the corrections market. So we're diversifying beyond law enforcement. And then where we sell is also diversifying pretty quickly. Our international revenues are now north of 20%. And I think someday you're going to see the majority of our revenues are going to come from international sources, just because there are just more, there's more law enforcement in all those other markets I mentioned. There's just more of that outside of the US. And we're really building products that are built to serve all of those opportunities. And so we're very excited. It feels like in a lot of ways, we're just getting started.
All right, Jawad. Thanks for all the great work that Axon is doing within our communities. And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks for having us, Jill.